This time of year is so hard on relationships because you go into a shop and you see those romantic gifts everywhere. And you turn on the TV and there's romantic movies playing. And you go on Facebook and you see what all of your happily married friends have posted. And you end up thinking, my guy didn't get me a bouquet of flowers like that. My guy didn't really do anything special for me on Valentine's Day. My guy would rather watch sports or play video games than take me out to a nice restaurant. And you can't help but wonder what kind of relationship you've settled for. You've settled for somebody who is happy to be with you, but who isn't really going to make any effort. So is that really love? Like, look at your friends. They have husbands and partners who make an effort, and you watch them together and you can see that love and affection. They like each other and they enjoy being together. I wonder what it would be like to be in a relationship like that. Have you ever wondered, are you maybe with the wrong person? Hi, I'm Amy Waterman, a dating and relationship expert with yourbrilliance.com. And in this video, you are going to find out why so many of us are in good enough relationships. And you'll find out why our relationships just aren't as satisfying anymore and what you can do about it. We have such high expectations of relationships these days. For most of human history, it was good enough if your partner was reasonably healthy and a strong worker and could keep a roof over your head and food on the table. But there came a point when we realized that we wanted more than that. We wanted somebody who could fulfill our emotional needs and not just the material ones. We wanted somebody who loved us and cherished us and believed in us. We wanted somebody who would push us to become the very best version of ourselves. Now, this shift, according to Dr. Eli Finkel of Northwestern University, started happening in just the 1960s. So historically speaking, it's incredibly recent. And so the institution of marriage has not adjusted to these new expectations yet, which is one reason why divorce rates, of course, have skyrocketed. These days, couples don't just divorce because he doesn't provide or she doesn't look after the house. They divorce because the marriage no longer supports their growth as a person. So they don't feel like they can be their true selves anymore within the confines of this relationship with this person. Now, that's not to say that these relationships aren't good by every other benchmark. Often they are perfectly adequate, but it just doesn't feel like they're going anywhere. Life with this person isn't getting bigger and better. Instead, it's like it's stuck in Groundhog Day. It's the same old routine. It's even the same old tired, I love yous. And that can feel like settling when we've been told that we can have it all. We've been told that we deserve a partner who loves, supports, and inspires us to grow and change and thrive. And this guy, well, he tries, but personal growth just isn't his forte. Now, that's not the deal breaker, it might seem. There are actually 3 ways that you can still make this relationship work for you if you think that it is something worth keeping. If this guy treats you well and he loves you and he's on your team and he wants similar things for the future, then don't give up right away on what you have together. Try these 3 strategies first. Tip number 1 is invest more time together. You know, 2 of the most surprising relationship killers? Stress and being busy. Because when we're stressed and busy, our relationships suffer. We don't have time to spend together. And then when we finally are together, the stress means that we get irritated easily and we just end up sniping at one another. But your relationship cannot grow unless you invest time into it. So, do you schedule relationship time every week? And that's time where you're not multitasking and trying to get chores done at the same time. And it's also not time where you're sitting side by side on the sofa looking at your phones, right? But actually interacting. Too many long-term couples find that they prefer anything other than spending one-on-one time together, because the less time they spend together, the less time they want to spend. So don't let that happen to you. Spend time together every single week and do something fun, make memories out of it. And if you need help with ideas, check out the Gottman's latest book, 8 Dates. I'll put the link below. Tip number 2 is expand your social network. It is unfair to expect one person to be everything to you. He's got to be your best friend, your motivational speaker, your career coach, your entertainment provider. But your guy is just a guy. And he has his strengths, but he has his weaknesses too. So instead of judging him for his weaknesses, why not see if you can find other people who can support you in the ways that he just can't? So find friends who can talk about problems at work all day, find friends who can talk obsessively about your favorite hobby, and definitely find friends who can make you feel better when you feel bad. And then lean on him in the areas where he's strongest. Tip number 3, this is a really important one. Focus on your relationship and not other people's. We are stuck in constant comparison where relationships are concerned. We see happy relationships every time we look at a screen, right? Because marketing uses our desire for love to convince us that what we have isn't good enough. They are trying to sell products by making us believe that we're purchasing happiness. And so we see those images and then we worry that we're not as happy as those couples. Our sex life isn't as hot as theirs. We're not having as much fun as them. Don't do that to yourself, because you don't know what anyone's life is like behind closed doors. So that couple with the incredible photos of their vacations and their romantic meals and their picture perfect family might yell at each other when the camera's put away. He might be cheating on her. She might feel like he has all the power in the relationship. You just don't know. As long as your relationship makes you feel safe, supported, and loved, then it's good enough. So it doesn't matter how it looks to other people. It's about how it feels to you. So which one of these 3 tips are you going to try? Let me know in the comments. And for more advice on how to create an awesome relationship, make sure to click that link and grab your free chapter of my book, The Pleasure Principle. You will learn how to give your guy the feeling of love in a bottle. See you soon.